types of variables. So here we have independent variable, dependent variable and confounding variable. Very important. So independent variable is a variable that is systematically manipulated by investigator. Let me explain it with an example of colonic cancer. So colonic cancer, let us say we want to see its relation to the intake of dietary fiber. So we want to see people who have a higher consumption of dietary fiber, they develop colonic cancer or not. Okay, so here independent variable is a variable that is systematically manipulated by investigator. Here the independent variable is dietary fiber intake. Okay, and dependent variable is colonic cancer, because the development of colonic cancer is dependent on the intake or no intake of dietary fiber. So dietary fiber is our independent variable and dependent variable is colonic cancer. Okay, so dependent variable that is measured, that's what we are trying to measure, how many people develop this cancer. Confounding variable, factors other than independent variable that might affect the dependent variable. So there are other factors as well. Let us say processed food intake is a confounding factor, because that can also affect the incidence of colonic cancer, and that is also related to dietary fiber. People who have higher consumption of dietary fiber maybe more maybe they do not eat more of processed food. So somehow this factor may be affecting dependent variable and the independent variable. Okay, so it's a confounding variable. Factors other than the independent variable that might affect the dependent variable. So factor, it is a factor which is not an independent variable in our research, but it may affect the dependent variable. So this is called a confounding variable. Okay, another example here is lung cancer is the dependent variable, then alcohol consumption is the independent variable, and smoking is the confounder. So a confounding variable is a variable that is related to both the dependent variable and the independent variable. So there are various statistics.